рассказать о продукте как-то по-новому, не просто перечислить его великолепный дизайн и превосходной мощности. Мы пригласили Джона Медима. Джон у нас директор по мобильным продуктам в регионе Едемея, чтобы он рассказал о том, как вообще мы создаем продукты, на что мы обращаем внимание, и как происходит эволюция от первых макетов до финального образца на полке. So John, please go ahead.
So my name is John. Within EMEA, I'm responsible for the mobility products. So that means all the notebooks, both consumer as well as professional, the tablets, and all the associated options, and also including, for instance, Chromebooks. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about our newly launched products, which we call R13.
John.
So I'm not going to bore you to death with all technical details, but I'm going to show you which kind of choices we're going to make into the design area. So what are we doing from the start of the process until the very end of the process? And that is a fairly lengthy process, as you will see. So we started already in May 2013 with the first studies of the product that we're presenting today. So we were talking about 1.5, almost 9 months or 9 years, 1.9 years of design from beginning to end. Okay, but first I'm going to quickly run you through some of the Acer specifics. I'm going to quickly touch on which kind of notebook portfolio we will have, and then we'll do the deep dive on the R13. Okay, first of all, we can say that we are launching now every 6 months a completely new portfolio. We're doing a global press conference every half year. I think I saw some of you there. We're launching things at IFA in Germany very recently, and we're very happy to see that our back-to-school product line was received very well. So I would like to thank you all for people that have been writing about our products, or sometimes even using our products, because we really are back on track and making sure that the portfolio that we have is as strong as it ever has been. Okay, first a little recap on what is the Acer mission. So Acer is a company that is already in existence for more than 20 years, and our tagline, our mission has always been breaking down barriers between people and technology. So we're not bringing new technology just for the sake of new technology. We want to make sure that it adds value, that it's perceived as a plus for a new product to be used by you guys. So if I look at the Acer DNA, so let's say the pulse of our company, it all revolves about a couple of things. So we need to be very efficient. So we are a fairly small company, we do not have a lot of people. So whatever we do, we need to do with all of our energy and making sure that we do it with the right speed to market, because now more than ever, it is important to keep ahead of the curve, that you are bringing new technology that has value to market first. So in the past, they were saying if you stand still, the people will overtake. Now, if you do not run fast enough, the people will overtake you. So you have to constantly reinvent yourself and make sure that you adapt to the market needs that are ever changing. So at the heart is what we call entrepreneurship, which is a very long word for taking ownership. So within Acer, we have a culture that we are, let's say, having a lot of freedom to decide which kind of product we want. So we have a lot of influence on which products we bring to the EMEA market, and we'll have some examples on that. One of them is what we call V Nitro. First, okay, so if you look at the Acer portfolio of cross-screen computing, we have one of the widest portfolios of all the vendors in the world. So we're covering everything between 1 inch, which is the wearable product, up to projectors which can project up to 100 inches. My scope is all the stuff here in the middle, and we're going to talk about the stuff really in the middle on notebooks, and in particular one product in that series. So this is our product lineup. So as you can see, a very broad portfolio. So we have our S7, I will talk about that in a little while, because S7 and the product that you see here, R7, these were the foundation of the product we're going into a deep dive today. So these are what we call our hero products, S and R series. Then we have a new member of the family, which is V Nitro. We launched that at last IFA, and this is like a gaming grade, very powerful notebook proposition. Okay, then we have the products from V3 downwards, so E series, ES1 series, E5 series, and V3 series, which are our volume products. So they're very good products. We're selling a lot of those, but they're not maybe as sexy as the ones that we're going to talk about today, so the S and the R series. There's a lot of more messaging about the higher end products than on the entry level products, but our entry level products are very good, they're very powerful, and there's a lot of choice in those products. Okay, so what is Acer about is delivering a user experience which is consistently beyond anyone's expectations. So we want to have good products, and the good products need to be, let's say, having a good appeal for the customer, so they need to be credible. And what's very important, we want to cover this at every price point. So in the past, Acer was very dominant in the entry-level segment, and over the past years we have been slowly but constantly trying to occupy also the higher end price points, bringing the nicer products, the higher end products to market. So then let's start with what we're coming here for, so exploring the next R. So over the next few slides I will show you what are the choices that we're making, what are the designs that we're let's say considering, what is the research that we're doing. So this is a process that is taking fairly long. So we're taking this very seriously, making sure we fill all the steps needed to come out with a product that is appealing for the user. That's noteworthy is that we launched this product at IFA, and it also fetched the Best of IFA Showcase award. So we're very proud of that. It's part of the recognitions we get to bring this product to market. Okay, so we call the Aspire R13, we call it the future of flexibility, because it has a lot of different modes into one product. And how did we get there is relatively simple, because we are starting with what we call an NPI process, new product introduction, which started in this case in March 2013. So we do multiple stages here. First we do an observation stage, so we kind of look at reviews, look at how users are perceiving our products, what they write about our products, but also what they write about our competitors' products. Because we all know we have competition, they have good products, but by closely following what users think of our products and our competitors' products, we're able to distill what is wrong with those products or what can be improved on those products. Okay, so for the people that are paying attention, you will see here that it's called S-Series Ultrabook. This was the original thinking, to position this product as an S-Series rather than an R-Series. But during the process of distilling and fine-tuning and making sure that we had the right segmentation of this product, we kind of made some changes, also impacting the final name of the product. So as I said, NPI process, new product introduction. We're using inputs from various observations. So obviously we are doing the online surveys, we are looking at our products, how to make them from good to better, but we're also looking at competitors' products, how they are doing certain things, and making sure that we are taking also their good ideas and discarding their bad ideas. We do quick prototyping. We have some slides about that, where we just present some designs. We call them wooden samples, so they're really just two pieces of plastic sometimes, but this gives a great input on how people are using this product, how they are trying to type, how they're trying to adjust angles and so forth. Then we do what we call cumulative learning, which is basically taking our products and making them better, making sure that what we see from the user feedback is incorporated as much as possible, of course when it makes sense. Okay, so for online user inputs, the process is pretty straightforward. So we check the reviews on Amazon.com, or BestBuy.com, or in other areas of the world, all the user reviews, and some are good, but some are saying, what if, or if only I could do this with my notebook. And sometimes they are very good ideas, but because sometimes we have this tunnel vision on the product that we think that we know best, but the users that work with the product sometimes have ideas where you say, interesting. So we're taking them, we're looking at, let's say, and here's a couple of examples, but we're really looking at the broad spectrum. What is the user reviews? What really comes out as a plus or a minus? And then we try to map them accordingly. So then obviously we summarize that. So we map all the feedback by saying, okay, this is good about this product, this is not good about that product. And then we can get some general directions on, okay, the users want this and they obviously do not want that. So we are, let's say, able to define how they're tilting their screens, how they're adjusting their screens, or how they try to adjust their screens, how they use the different modes and what is their, let's say, other usage issues or usage demands. So what we see, for instance, they want adjustable screen angles or matte panels, because if you have a glare panel, it is very bright, and if you are in the light here, it's very difficult to read your screen. Or a good keyboard, which is still a very common ask of end users to have a good physical keyboard. Okay, then we do what we call quick prototyping. So we're creating some plastic dummies, which we're giving to people, and we let them play with them. So we say, okay, what if you had a product like this? How would you use it? Then we also do what is a typical brainstorming session. We just put post-its. What is good on this product? What is bad on this product? What can be improved on this product? What do you want extra, or what you think is not useful on this product? And we just map them all together, and then you are able to see this product is good because of this and this and this element, but it could be so much better if you had this and this and this product. So it's a classic, traditional, I would say, mind mapping or mapping of how a product is valued by a number of end users. Then we do what we call quick prototyping. As I mentioned, quick prototyping user reviews. So we give them units, and we say, play with them. Pros, cons, wishes, things you want there. So what we are distilling from those, at least in the process that ended up with R13, is that customers want still a screen cover. They want a traditional notebook type of product with a screen cover because they're afraid to scratch their screen. Second one, productivity, which is still very important. So we all know iPads or tablets or transformers or switchables. The majority of the people, if they're going to buy a product like this, still want a physical keyboard because they're used to it. It gives them a very good typing experience. They can use a virtual keyboard, but a real keyboard is just so much better. So you can also see here that we have different form factors. So this is one with a, let's say, a shiny surface. This is a matte surface. They're marked, so we put a lot of people behind it, and we just ask them to rate this product. What do you think of it? What do you want? What do you do not want? So the third action item, or the third observation, is that people want to have an easy and a fast switch between modes. So they don't want to pull levers, click things, make sure that the system is very stable, then take out the stuff. They want something that is very easy to do. They want click, click, click. This is something which is very important for the user for their everyday use. The last one, the fourth one, low profile adjustment. This is really how about the ease of use, how to adjust your screen angle. So it's not how this is different from the fast switching. Switching is that you go from one mode to the other. This one is really how you are able to adjust your screen in just about the angle that you are most comfortable with. The last observation is that people kind of want one screen to fulfill their every need. So there's 2 screen products out there. We also had one in the past. Not a big success, so it's also something which then is part of the learning experience, that you sometimes try out things, you have a very good idea, but in the end, people do not perceive it as adding value, so then we discard it. So what we saw here, dual screens is a nice gimmick, but it's not really what people want. So the 5 elements that were coming out of this user behavior insight process, as we call it: screen cover, productivity, so physical keyboard, easy and fast switch, very easy to adjust the screen angle, and one screen to fit all the modes that are possible. So now we're getting into how we translated those wishes into the product that we see at hand. So as you see, covering the screen provides a peace of mind. So people want to have a very good and sturdy screen. So R7 has a screen cover, but not only that, it has a Gorilla Glass screen cover. So it's very tough, very resilient, almost impossible to scratch. And different from the S7, we also have the Gorilla Glass on the B cover. So on the inside. So Gorilla Glass on A and B cover. Okay, second one, productivity is still a factor. So people want a touch screen, so you are able to both combine the traditional typing and touching of the screen. So physical keyboard and touch panel, which is, let's say, able to tilt slightly into the position that you adjust best. So you're able to do your traditional typing, but also use the touchscreen as you want. Okay, easy and fast switches between modes, as already mentioned. So it's very easy to switch the mode of this product. We have one product on display, so I'm inviting you to play with it later on. But it's very natural to tilt it from a presentation mode to the classic notebook mode down to the pad mode and upwards to a little of a casual mode, or as I said, to tablet mode. Okay, the low profile adjustment is the stuff that you're very easy to adjust it. So it's demonstrated like this. It's one finger, two finger process to be able to adjust your screen size. Okay, then as I said, one screen to fulfill multiple modes is appreciated. So we can, instead of applying dual screen, we are able to cover with one screen just about every single usage mode that people can dream of. So classical notebook, this is what we call the easel mode, which is representing the painter's easel. Then we have, this is a mode where you're enjoying some media content. This is the tablet mode. This is, okay, not very frequently used I think in Europe. This is the tent mode, as we call it. If you are in a confined space in terms of dimensions and you want to watch a video, you can put it in a tent mode and you can watch the video. Then what we call cumulative learning. So here we're taking our previous products or our current products, and as I said, the basis of our this R13 was partially the S7, which is a very nice white Gorilla Glass A7 product, and lost connection, I think. And this product which we call S7, which we'll come to that later. We had some design choices here that we thought were, let's say, good, but the end user did not really appreciate them, so we changed. So I would say that the difference between what we see on the R7 is that it has a very sturdy stand, but you cannot really rotate it as intuitive as this product. And the main difference on the side is that the touchpad on the R7 is behind the keyboard, whereas on this product is in front of the keyboard. So when we brought this R7, we were thinking that to have the touchpad behind the keyboard would allow people to go forward with their hands and to use the touchpad or the big touch screen that you have. In reality, we got a lot of comments on that, which the users did not really appreciate that or were not able to get used to it. So we discarded this idea and we changed that onto R13, where we put the touchpad back in front of the keyboard. So as I mentioned, so we played around with both of these choices. So keyboard up, touchpad down, or touchpad up, keyboard down. In the end, we decided that the traditional, the classical touchpad down is the better solution, is the more appreciated by the end users. So then we have what we call the easel 15.6, which is the R7 product, which was a fairly clunky product. It was a real desktop replacement product. For the next R, we wanted to have something which was much more mobile. We want to carry around a nice looking product and you want to show it off a little bit when you're sitting in the coffee shop. And that's some techie stuff. So obviously when you design a product with a very revolutionary hinge, you also need to make sure that it's sturdy enough, because you don't want people doing a couple of times back and forth and then they snap the hinge. So we spent a lot of time on the hinge, making this as sturdy as it can be. I will show you later on how sturdy this product is. So we have the center hinge design, which is the revolving parts here. This is coming here. And we have like a U-shaped frame, which is increasing the stability and is also making sure that when you touch it, when you try to work with the touch screen, that it doesn't wobble too much, though, that it feels very sturdy, that it stays in the place where you want it to be. So what we now loaned on the inner side of this product is the hinge design of the S7, which is a unibody design. So actually the hinges are part of the frame, rather than compared to the normal design where you have the hinges and then the frame is screwed on top of this product. So the end result is that this one is much more stiffer, it's much more sturdy, it has less wobble, and it's a very, very powerful design choice to make it like this. You can see that the hinges are really massive, metallic, and part of the body. So it's almost impossible to destroy it. So when we announced this product at IFA in September, we were showing this product on stage, and after that we saw some press writing about the hinge, and they were fearing that it was not really strong. I would say this is not really standard user behavior. You will be able to break this product, but it's going to take a lot of effort. So you can try it for yourself. Don't try to break it, please. But let's say if you really shake it a little bit around, you will feel that this product is very, very strong. So then the last design choice that we did is white titanium gray, because the original, as I mentioned, this product was meant to be an S product. So the original design was looking like this. But when we saw the final output in the white, we were like, it didn't really work for us. So then we said, why not reposition this product and move it into the R series, because then we have a very nice serial differentiation. We have the S series, which is a very nice white standard clamshell notebook, whereas the R series is going to be something which is metallic gray or titanium gray with a rotational part where you can adjust the screen size. So you have a series standard, high-end, and a series revolutionary, high-end, which is having a similar look and feel. So this was the last design choice, design element that we changed, but this was pretty much always at the end of the cycle. So summarizing, these are the two inspirational products that we had for this product. So this is our S7, Gorilla Glass, A-cover, backlit keyboard, very nice look and feel product, standard clamshell product. This was our R7, touchpad in the back, daring design. It was selling amongst expectations, so it was something where we had some expectations and it was selling as we wanted to sell it. Very sturdy hinge here, but the adjustment part was limited. So we thought, okay, let's combine the beauty of this product and the sturdiness of that product into one product that you will see here. And then we created something which we call now R13. This is the end result. It gives you a seamless transition between the 6 modes that we saw. We have here RAID 0 SSD possibility, so you can go up to 1 terabyte of RAID 0 SSD, so two 512 gigabyte SSDs working together and giving another performance boost on this stuff. We have Gorilla Glass 3 for the top cover and the screen part. And we can obviously choose between Home or Pro OS here. We have a lot of other choices, and we're bundling an active pen for a writing experience. So that's the end of this session on R13. So obviously, you know, we have many more products, but we wanted clearly to give a nice highlight on what is the choice path of this product without giving you a full brief on all the boring details like hard disks and SSDs and panels, etc. Just to show you what kind of work we're doing to get to the end result of this. We have many more products. Basically, our tagline is that we want to be part of your every moment of your everyday life. And with that, I'm going to thank you for joining. And if you have any questions, feel free.